Vishnu accept direct loving service in his deity form Neel Madhav. God incarnates in many ways throughout the ages, and sometimes he manifests in the form of stone or wood just to please his devotees accept their loving service.
Oh, Brahmana, have you actually seen Neel Madhava, form of Lord Vishnu?
Yes, my king. On a remote mountain top, I have seen the demigods worshipping the Lord.
The king very much wanted to see Neel Madhav.
Oh, my Brahminical priests, all of you must go in different directions and find Neel Madhava deity so that all Avantipura could be presented at the lotus feet of the Lord as an offering of love.
The Brahmins went in different directions in search of Neel Madhav. After a few days, all Brahmins came back unsuccessful except a young Brahman named Vidyapati. Vidyapati wandered in a distant town which was populated by a tribe of people known as Shabras. After a long journey, Vidyapati reached the house of Shabara, Vishvasu. Vidyapati started staying with Vishvasu. Vishvasu had a beautiful daughter named Lalita. Over a period of time, Lalita and Vidyapati fell in love with each other and got married at the request of Vishvasu. Vidyapati noticed that Vishvasu would leave the house every night and return at noon.
Every night. My dear husband, my father ordered me not to tell anyone.
Oh, Lalita, my love, please tell me where your father goes. I'm very curious to know.
My father goes in secret to worship Neel Madhav.
Lalita, please request your father to let me go with him.
Madhav.
No, I can never allow that.
Please, please, father.
After repeated requests, Vishvasu allowed his son-in-law to go with him on one condition, that he should be blindfolded. Madhav. Vidyapati felt great ecstasy. When Vishvasu was out collecting items for worship, Vidyapati saw a bird fall into the Nile and ascended back to the spiritual world. The items for worship, Vidyapati saw a bird fall into the nearby lake. The soul of the bird suddenly took spiritual form of a apsara and ascended back to the spiritual world.
I too would like to jump into this lake so that I can also go to the spiritual world.
O young Brahmana, before you jump, you must inform King Indradhyamna you have found Neel Madhav.
Oh, my king, I found Neel Madhav. Oh, my king, I found Neel Madhav.
Oh, Vidyapati, I am so pleased with you.
Vidyapati went back to the shrine to worship the Neel Madhav deity along with Vishvasu.
Oh, Neel Madhav, I have worshipped you with such dedication all my life.
I accepted simple worship from you for many years, but now I want to accept higher worship from King Indradhyamna.
Vidyapati went back to the kingdom and informed King Indradhyamna that he found Neel Madhav. King Indradhyamna immediately went to see Neel Madhav with all his entourage. When the king reached the shrine, he could not see Neel Madhav, as Neel Madhav disappeared from the shrine. The king got angry and wanted to arrest Vishvasu.
Soldiers, arrest Vishvasu.
Do not arrest the Shabara.
Build a temple on top of the Nila hill, and I will appear as Daru Brahman, the wooden manifestation of the Absolute.
After great endeavor, the king built the temple at Sri Kshetra, now known as Jagannath Puri. The king prayed to the Lord Brahma to consecrate the temple, and Lord Brahma appeared.
Words on eternal potency, and it is not within my power to consecrate the temple. Instead, I will install a flag on top of the temple, and whoever sees the flag will be liberated.
Then Lord Brahma disappeared. After much waiting, Nilmadhav did not manifest. The king became very depressed and wanted to end his life by fasting. But in a dream, the Lord told the king that he would appear as a huge piece of wood floating from the sea.
The king went to the seashore and found a huge piece of wood that had the markings of a conch, disc, club, and lotus. This was Daru Brahman. The king's soldier could not budge the wood. In a dream, the king was told to get the Shabra Vishwasu. After Vishwasu came, the huge piece of wood was carried to the royal palace on his servant amid singing and dancing. Then King Indradyumna got the best sculptors in the kingdom to carve the deities, but all their chisels broke. Nobody could carve deities out of the wood. Then Supreme Lord Krishna came himself as an old Brahmin sculptor, Anant Maharana. Anant Maharana offered to carve the deity.
O king, I will carve the form of the Lord in 3 weeks, and no one shall disturb me until the work is completed. Oh, Brahmana sculpture, please start your work right away. I cannot wait to see the deity form of the Lord. 2 weeks passed, but there was no sound from inside the room. Queen Gundicha, wife of Indradyumna, requested her husband to go inside the room and see what was happening.
My lord, there is no sound from the sculptor. Please go inside and see what he is doing.
On the advice of the queen, the king opened the doors and found 3 unfinished forms of Lord Jagannath, Lord Baldev, and Lord Subhadra. Because the king opened the doors sooner than he was supposed to, the deities were not completed. Their feet and hands had not been carved. Thus, the Supreme Lord manifested himself in the unfinished form.
Oh, I committed a great offense by opening the doors before the allotted 3 weeks had passed. My life is worthless, and I should end my life. But in a dream, Lord Jagannath told the king that was part of his pastime, and the Lord wanted to be in the form only, to be worshipped in the Kali Yuga.
King Indradyumna started worshipping the Lord Jagannath in the unfinished form, and he was very ecstatic. He performed the wonderful Rathyatra with the Lord Jagannath, Lord Baldev, and Lady Subhadra. Although the Shabra Vishwasu belonged to a lowly tribal community, Lord Krishna accepted his worship. Lord Krishna is not partial to anyone. He treats all people equally. To pray Krishna, one's race, family background, caste, color, strength, wealth, beauty, knowledge, and social standing do not make any difference. The only way we can pray to Krishna is through pure love, devotion towards Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Ask somebody to hold it, na? Alright, so they deserve, I have to say, reverberating applause, everyone. Give them some encouragement. Give them some motivation, everyone. Well, that could be louder. Look at their age, everyone. That could be louder. I was told that the youngest performer was 3 years old. Was there anyone younger than a 3-year-old? Where's that kid, 3-year-old? The 3-year-old. Oh, the 3-year-old is sleeping there. And Usha Mataji directed it, and Usha Mataji in her heart was saying, look, I'm the youngest here. So Usha Mataji, you want to come on the stage for directing the play? Thank you so much for doing that wonderful effort. I have to tell you, Shashank is helping with us on the stage, and he happens to be Usha Mataji's son. She looks young, but she's not that young. So thank you, Usha Mataji, for directing all these kids. And where are these kids? Is the entire team here? Okay, for the play. Okay, so they're here on the play. So thank you so much. And if you have your kids and you want to really train them in Vedic knowledge, and you want to train them from the right age of childhood, as they say, children are like wet cement. Whatever falls on them makes an impression. So this is the right age. Whenever you visit ISKCON Edmonton, I was speaking with Balakrishna Prabhu, there are endeavors to open a Sunday school, which means all the kids will be given right training for Vedic knowledge, for ancient Sanskrit mantras, and for discipline, of course. So do visit Usha Mataji and Balakrishna Prabhu in the future for that, okay? So give them a huge round of applause, everyone. Where are all the kids? How long did it take? Usha Mataji, how long did it take for you to get them practice and do everything? Not too much time? 2 days, 5 days, a week, 2 weeks? Every Sunday, that's it. Okay. And did it take long for you to remember your lines? Because I know you were all had to already recorded. But then you have to still do the lip movement. That's not easy. Who put the lipstick on your face?
Usha Mataji.
Usha Mataji, did you say that I'm a boy and the guys don't put the lipstick? Or was it a rule? Everyone on the stage gets lipstick on their face. Do you call that lipstick, right? You call that lipstick? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, everyone. There were a few guys, and then he was doing. Look at this boy. He's hiding. He said they put lipstick on my face as well. Show your lips to everyone. Say Hare Krishna broadly. Say smile and say Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I might be. Jackie Lovely is watching me. She might put me behind the bars for torturing these kids here. Don't do that, please. Okay, but I really adored your performance, the way you guys were doing it, okay? So thank them a huge thunderous applause, everyone. Thank you. Alright. Okay, you can go, yeah. They have to be directed. Every time I saw them, their eyes were always there, looking at their instructors. Do you want to take your Jagannath ji here? Do you want to take your props from the stage? Okay.